Yo, how's it going, everyone? It's Tyler here, Attacking Tucans, and it's been a while since I've made a video where I just sat in front of the camera and talked about the state of the YouTube channel and the state of Attacking Tucans. So I just wanted to make a video and just talk about it and be a bit more transparent and give some better communication because it hasn't been great on my end recently. And this isn't like any super deep video, but it is just going to be me rambling about what I've got going on and what I want to do on the channel and just what's on my mind at the moment. So if you're here for that, what's up? How's it going? I hope you're having a great day. The first thing I want to talk about is kind of the state of Attacking Tucans. Many of you who look at the channel have probably noticed that we haven't really grown over the past couple years, nor have I done anything that's gotten a lot of attention. And, you know, that's mostly on me. I have kind of been slacking on the YouTube front. I've been doing what kind of feels like a bare minimum, and that's mainly because I've been distracted by other things in life. I have other jobs. I work as an event manager at an event space and as a production manager for another YouTube channel called JK News now. I've been working on my own music a lot and doing performances there. Going to lots of dance studio classes, and I've been streaming a lot over on Twitch. So I've just been kind of wearing myself a little bit thin, and I think because of that, a lot of my YouTube videos and YouTube series have taken a bit of a hit. And then also, I haven't super duper been evolving to what new YouTube is. I've been sticking a little bit more to my traditional approach. But I've been doing my traditional approach at a very slow pace. And I'm aware of that. And I want to fix that, but I'm not entirely sure how, unless I was to just really focus on one thing or one series at a time. On Twitch, I've been streaming fairly frequently. I'm trying to make it more frequent, but I've been playing a lot of game requests that people in my community have made. People can use either channel points or donations to make game requests that I play on Twitch for 2, 3, 4 hours or however long people want. And it's been a really popular business model, and I've been playing lots of game requests to the point where I can't really keep up with them. And because I'm doing those so often and thinking about that stuff and my other channel, Wide Toucan, it's been taking a hit on Attacking Tucans. And when I started all of this, I was hoping that I was going to figure out the business side and generate enough money to be able to consistently hire a ton of editors and just get all of these videos like posted out. But I almost think that I've oversaturated myself to the point where people aren't super interested in what I've got going on. And because of that, I've kind of just been focusing more on just the projects that are on my plate. I've been making Mario Eclipse videos for a Mario Eclipse Let's Play. That was consistent for the first like 10 episodes, and then I took a break and I'm trying to come back to that. I've been posting some Legend of Zelda ROM hack videos, but those take a long time to make. I wish they didn't take so long, but for some reason those videos take a long time to make, and I think that's just because I'm kind of a perfectionist, and I think they're really worth the effort, and I'm making very bingeable, rewatchable series. Which that usually reflects on my views later on. Like a lot of my series get views later on, but every once in a while I do create series that have a big train of people watching them as they come out. And that's typically my super fresh creative randomizer series that I'm posting frequently. And I want to do 1 or 2 of those this summer where I'm just doing a every other day episode of a really hype randomizer that people are coming back for, because I know a lot of people like those, but I do space them out a little bit as well because it's like this weird situation, and I think it's because I've been doing YouTube for almost 15 years. It's hard to always be doing the thing that everybody wants from you at once. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to be pumping out like the most hype randomizer series at all time, or I want to be relaunching off and doing hype versus things, or like I want to be doing all these things, and it's just really hard to do it all. But the thing is, I feel like I can do it all, and I feel like I've proven that I can somewhat do it all. But the only reason that I feel like I'm failing is because I haven't been great with my finances. I feel like I haven't been bad with finances, but the economy has just been so tough. And I decided to move to Los Angeles right when there happened to be a pandemic, and then a weird economic thing that's just made it a little bit harder to save up money, which I'm sure a lot of people my age can kind of relate to. And since I'm a renter, I'm just kind of on that month to month grind of working a bunch of different jobs and making videos and grinding on Twitch to just make enough money to, get by every month and hopefully do one thing a month that is a little bit more interesting that I can pay for, whether that be see a movie or go to a theme park or something. I try to do something to keep my life exciting outside of my job. But sometimes I feel bad for doing things that make my life exciting because deep down I know I can't actually afford it. Anyways, I'm not here to talk about my finances, but I will say, if my finances were where I wanted them to be, I feel like I could increase my output better because I've done so in the past. But even the times where I've increased my output, it didn't necessarily lead to me making more money in the long term. So then I had to cut back on output because I couldn't afford to keep putting out more stuff if I wasn't getting enough views, which really comes back down to making the right video choices is super important on YouTube. If you want to please the algorithm and get enough views to make the income, to make the time you put into your videos worth what you put into it. And I'm just kind of in a rut on that front, which is why I've been focusing more on streaming and game requests and donations and things on that front. But ultimately, I do wish I was doing better on the YouTube front because I prefer making money off of Google AdSense and advertisements than I do from donations from the audience, because Google has a lot of money and the people donating don't have as much. So I'd prefer to make money from Google, but then at the same time, doing stuff on Twitch and stuff related to donations allows me to make a lot more just personal connections, because Twitch is a bit more of a personal site. So yeah, it's just been a kind of weird balance, and I've been a little bit off balance, and I want to get back on balance. And for me to do so, I'm in a spot where I feel like I just need to finish up a list of content related obligations that I've personally set for myself and that certain people in my community have on me because of things that I've talked about and promised. Now, the list of things that I want to do in no particular order exactly, but things that I'm going to be trying to do over the next several months is, like I said, I'm going to be doing 1 or 2 really hype randomizers on Attacking Tucans this summer that have that super duper consistent sheen that a lot of people like. But before I start that, I do want to try to finish my Eclipse Let's Play, so I'm probably going to focus on making Eclipse videos and a couple Planet Coaster videos over the next week or 2 while I prepare for that big Attacking Tucans series. And one thing that I need to do is I need to finish my park tour for my first Planet Coaster series. For some reason, I just never finished doing the park tour, and that's because, well, it's not for some reason. I was having some computer issues, and then I did resolve them, but then I never got back to making the park tour. So I really need to do that, and I am sorry for people who have waited so long for the last few videos. I'm also sorry to myself. Why did I create such a cool theme park and then not even finish the tour? I put so much time into it and then didn't even finish the tour. I'm going to try to be posting some of these videos that I've needed to be posting, and that's also going to be happening throughout the summer. And that's also just to kind of release some mental weight off of my head, because sometimes it's hard to create new stuff when I, at the back of my head, know that there's a little bit more work to be done on this other project that I haven't fully finished. I'm just a creative person who's working on 10 different projects at a time at all times that are all in different mediums and in collaboration with different people. But on the management side, it's just kind of on me and a couple people in my Discord team that help me just do some stuff behind the scenes, because I don't always have the mental capacity to keep on top of everything. especially moderation. Like, think big shout out to my mod team that does a lot of just like work behind the scenes quietly just to make sure that the Tuclan is a safe place for people to hang out, both in like my chats, my comment sections, my Discord. We're always trying to make this a wholesome community because tons of people have formed community and friendships and friend groups from the Tuclan. And I just want to keep doing that. Like, that's the intended goal, is to keep bringing like-minded people together and trying to fulfill a lot of obligations that I know I've said I want to do and then still haven't followed through with. But at the end of the day, even though time is a construct and is real at the same time, like, you got to follow through with things in a timely manner, I do like the concept of better late than never. So that's kind of what I'm going to hold on to. And there's a couple game requests as well that were made. I'm going to do a Luigi's Mansion randomizer. That's going to be one. Now there's going to be a Deltarune Let's Play because I did Undertale. Now I want to do Deltarune now that the new chapters are coming out because I love Toby Fox's gameplay. And I haven't played Deltarune yet, and I've heard great things about it. And then I want to do another vanilla Legend of Zelda Let's Play on Attacking Tucans, because I'm trying to build up a good just base of vanilla Let's Plays of my favorite games. And I'm going to do that for Minish Cap in the near future as well. And when I say near future, that's probably going to end up being like this fall. Because the other thing that I got going on is I have these game requests that I'm doing on Twitch. And we have a lot. And these are fun because it's getting me to play a lot of games that I've never played, and it's great to be able to just sit down and play them with a bunch of people who are passionate about it and can tell me fun little facts about the games and help me when I get stuck, or they can see my reactions to things, or they can see how I solve puzzles or how I approach different things. So it is really fun to just stream all these game requests that people care about, because people are requesting that I play like their favorite games. And when I do that, I try to really play them well and intimately and take everything in and appreciate them and represent the game well, because that's usually why people want me to play them on Twitch in the first place, is they want to see their game get some love. And I love video games, so I'm here to love on your favorite video games. And I wish I could just do it for free, but life is so freaking expensive, and I'm paying for so many basic necessities between rent, utilities, food, and all that stuff that humans are required to do to survive. So I'm always just trying to find a balance between surviving and making money and hanging out with people that I love and doing things that I love and trying to create things that inspire people and entertain people and make them laugh or bring them out of a bad mental place, because there's a lot of things in life that can take you there, and I'm trying to take people out of there. Now, I'm also doing Gold Quest and Master of Time videos slowly over the course of Attacking Tucans. There's just some Let's Plays on Attacking Tucans that don't get the consistent treatment, and that's because I want to make Let's Plays of them but don't have the time to do them consistently, because Let's Plays for Attacking Tucans don't happen over the course of a few minutes. Like, they take time to make, and I want to keep them high quality because I like my series being rewatchable. So series like Gold Quest and Master of Time are just going to slowly get videos over time. They're not going to be dead Let's Plays, but they're just going to be snail Let's Plays while I sometimes focus and put my priority on other projects that are bringing in more views and revenue. One other thing I kind of want to ramble about is versus for a moment, because versus is something that I've been doing the past couple of years on Twitch against people in my community. I've been doing lots of competitions against lots of people who watch my streams, and it's been great. I've been making lots of friendships with lots of Tuclan members just through doing casual versus. And we've been uploading like the VODs to my second channel, Wide Tucan, where we upload the edited live streams, or trimmed down live streams, not like super edited, but just we clean them up a little bit and add some thumbnails to make them nice and fun looking, because I like the art of curating YouTube channels and making them fun and organized and stuff. And just through doing a bunch of casual verses and races against friends in my community, it makes me want to bring back verses, but in a very casual, just fun community sense. And I'm trying to find out, like, how can I do this in a way that's sustainable, because unfortunately, all of it does come back to money. And if I didn't have expenses, I would just dedicate my time towards it for free. But I do have expenses, and that always keeps my mind racing and stressed. So I have to always make sure I make the right decisions. And so that's why I want to bring back verses in a way that values the community and what we love about it, but also make sure that it's sustainable so I can do it for a long time. Because when it's not sustainable, I come to it and then I have to leave because I have to jump to something that's more sustainable. And that's just kind of where that is. But I'm very excited for some of the game requests that I'm doing. And what we're doing right now is we're taking my game requests and however much time there is, and we're putting a little marathon timer on it. And if people like the game and they want me to play more of it, they can donate and they can make the timer longer for that specific game. Some games we're doing that to are going to be Pokemon Black 2, Dark Souls 2, Paper Mario, Stardew Valley, Zelda 2, Hyrule Warriors, Age of Calamity. And yeah, we have lots of great game requests coming up. Game requests have been really fun on Twitch. I have been enjoying that. They're just very time consuming and energy draining, because me socializing for hours on the internet does drain me. But I built up a pretty long endurance through doing the subathons and streaming hundreds of hours consecutively. I've really proven to myself that I can do almost anything physically that I put my mind to. But now I'm to a point where I have to mentally make the right decisions on what I put myself physically to. Because you got to make good decisions. And I feel like I've made a lot of great decisions over my career and a lot of bad decisions. And I've been learning from my bad decisions and my good decisions. And hopefully I can take this learning experience and just continue evolving and doing well over this landscape. The other thing I really want to do well with is my music. I've been working really hard on building up my Lil Tall discography, putting out songs, singles. I'm trying to get some more EPs and albums put up. And it's just been a lot of work, but the type of work that I love and asked for, and I will do it till the day that I die. So, yeah, that's where it is. And I guess last thing I want to say is I am trying to save up to replace my computer and also buy a Switch too, so I can continue pushing myself into the future of content creation. So if you are somebody who has the means to donate or support me in the community, please come through and give a donation over on the Twitch streams, and we'll be very thankful, and it'll go towards good causes. Thank you all so much for watching. If there's anything else you want me to talk about, let me know down there in the comment section below. I tried to hit everything that I can think about related to my channel right now, but if there's anything I missed, let me know and I'll get back to you on that. That being said, I do have a lot of videos, ideas, and things that I want to create over the next year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years. I'm always thinking of tons of ideas, so yeah. I'm gonna keep creating, because I am a Tyler the Creator. I'm another Tyler the Creator, and my name's Lil Tall, Attacking Tucans. And I love the Tuclan, I love the Quad Sun, and I'm gonna go now so I can start streaming these game requests, because there's a lot. Come hang out on Twitch. Just, even if you don't donate or do anything, just come and just chill, We enjoy having your company. Have a great one, y'all. Take it easy. Switch 2 in 1 week. That's so crazy. I can't believe it.